like shades now.
Thou shalt not covet.
That's double.
Right. Yo, all right, everybody. Our Father which art in heaven.
Our Father which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth.
In earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay now. All right. Anybody in the house got a question? Two hands. That is love right there. That's beautiful. That's beautiful, ain't it? So hold on. Where my phone at? You online? Hold on.
Yeah, you online. You online.
We are? Okay. We pull this up.
Pull it up.
Everybody the question.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. So who has a question here in the house? Two people. All right. Let me grab her first, then I got you. What you got, Sister Maya?
So I don't know if this is going to make a whole bunch of sense. It might. I don't know. I was in Bible study last night, and we were just reading like what the glory of the Lord is. And like it might, from what I've seen in our Bible, it's about light, cloud, fire. So is that just glory? That just light, cloud? I'm kind of what I'm asking.
What was y'all reading?
Well, we went to 1 Kings 8 and verse 10 through 12, and to Exodus 24, 15 through 18.
That's where you need to go.
And then Exodus 17, verse 17 and 18. And then Acts 7, 54 through 56.
Mm-hmm. So your question is, what is the glory of the Lord?
Yeah, is it just like the cloud? Because it says there's a cloud or light or fire.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, first off, let's. I'm tripping. I'm not answering this question.
Yeah, you got to see if somebody else.
Yeah, somebody else has to do it. But hold on. Before I do that, I would like to do this real quick. Let's get the definition of glory real quick. Get the definition of glory. Peace, Sister Hadassah. How you doing there, sis?
Yeah. Yeah, peace.
Okay, so glory. It means high renown or honor won by notable achievements. And we know God has plenty of achievements that's been achieved, right? Then it says, number 2, magnificence of great beauty. That describes God all over, right? So,
Yeah, we're also talking about like everything, the Father himself, and then we're reading Acts 7,
Acts 7, 54 through 56.
Yeah, they're just talking about the glory of
Okay. So you basically just wanted trying to figure out the glory. What is the glory of God?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, who you choosing, brother?
So, who think they can go ahead and give a stab at it?
You good, Cruz. You all right. Nah, you good. You all right. You still fresh. You all right, brother. You all right.
Any of my brothers over there?
Anybody want to show the glory of God? Tyra?
Show. I don't know if I got no scripture.
Why don't y'all
Wait,
go?
stop playing. Wait. What
Yeah.
you say?
I don't got no scripture.
Do I gotta come down there? You ain't got no way.
No scripture.
Brother Tyler. You got something, Brother Tyler?
Wait, can I ask though? Like,
Yeah.
Could it be in 1 Corinthians? Or no. I'm just
Oh,
said,
well, you
could
trying?
it be-
You want to try something? I mean, hey.
No, I'm just asking. Would it
Oh.
be in 1 Corinthians? No.
All right, so
She, y'all read Exodus though, right?
what was it that you read? Give me the scriptures again.
Yeah, write those down.
So we started in Acts chapter 7,
Acts 7.
verse 54 through 56.
Uh-huh. 1 Kings 8, 10 through 12.
Yep.
What else?
Exodus 24, verse 15 through 18.
Y'all close. Y'all real close. All right, Exodus 24, 15 through 18. Okay.
Exodus 17, chapter 17, verse 17 and 18. And I think we went to Exodus 16 as well, but I just don't remember.
All right.
That's the one you was talking about, Brother Keith?
No, he said Exodus 40.
Oh, okay.
So he said
It's all the same.
17 through 18.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Exodus 24, Exodus 17. What?
Verse 17 through 18.
And what else was the other one?
I said I think we went to Exodus 16. I just don't remember the verse.
All right. So,
What is the question? I'm sorry.
what is the glory of the Lord? Right? What is the glory of the Lord? We're
Basically, that's
defining.
what- Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So
Hey, you're not answering, are you? You ain't even get nobody else a chance.
we just asked. Y'all got something?
It sounded like you was about to. Oh,
Do y'all have something?
I don't.
All right. So
I
now,
thought Tyler. You said you was gonna try. Somebody said they was gonna try.
Exodus 40. Let's go look at Exodus 40.
All right.
Just the appearance of the Lord. Whenever he appears, that's when they.
Then he show. Who was that? He showed his glory when he hid his face.
Moses.
Shut up.
See,
Don't say
yeah.
that. Y'all don't know what that is?
Moses.
Moses.
That's where they first came to. That's where it even first came up at. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's the first come. So let's read 40, 35, but really where you want to go to is 33. 40 and 35, right? 34 and 35.
Exodus 34,
No, he said Exodus 40,
40. That's what I thought.
34 and 35.
Yep.
All right. So let's read it. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
You can read it if you're there too.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, take it.
You want 36?
You said 34 and 35.
34, 30. Okay. Then the cloud covered the tent of the congregation, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle. And Moses was not able to enter into the tent of the congregation because the cloud abode thereon, and the glory of the Lord filled the tabernacle.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
No, that's straight. Right? Is that what you want? That's showing them what it is. True, that definitely is a part of it right there. But like I said, like that's all going. You can read the same thing in Ezekiel. You know what I mean? When the Lord is showing Ezekiel a vision of the temple that's going to be built, and you know he goes through and show where the priest is going to be at, and where the sacrifice is going to be, and where the king is going to be sitting at, and then he shows them when the glory of the Lord is going to come back in it. But to be more specific, you look right where it started at with Moses, because Moses is going to ask him. He's going to ask him about that. So go turn to chapter 33 in Exodus. Okay. And you know, in 32 it talks about when Moses asked the Lord, he asked the Lord to pardon the people for the sin that they did. And then, you know, and then he's going to ask him something else, ask the Lord something else in 33. So pick it up at verse 7.
And Moses took the tabernacle, pitched it without the camp, far off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that everyone which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation, which was without the camp.
Why is it outside the camp? Y'all know why it's outside the camp?
Yeah.
Why?
He came away from Israel.
Because Israel pissed the Lord off. And remember, God is in the midst of Israel. Remember, tabernacle's inside. All the camps are all around. The God in the middle. God like, I'm going to kill all y'all. I got to get away from y'all. Or if I stay around y'all, I'm going to kill you. All right? So he said, I'm going to go outside. Anybody that want to get in contact with me or come and seek me, they come outside. Because if I stay in the midst of y'all, because y'all are stiff-necked, hard-headed people, I'm going to end up killing all of y'all. All right? So now it's outside the camp. And verse 8, what it say?
And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses until he was gone into the tabernacle. And it came to pass, as Moses entered into the tabernacle, the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle. And the Lord talked with Moses. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle of the door. And all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door.
All right, so they're looking at, remember, you see all the cloudy pillar, right? The cloudy pillar. And that represents the glory of the Lord. What is the glory of the Lord? You see, that cloudy pillar, right? But Moses is going to ask the Lord, look, man, if I found favor or grace in your sight, show me your glory. Show me what the glory is. Now, we already see that it says a cloudy pillar is there. All right, that's the glory of the Lord. But what is that? Okay, we want to be more specific, all right, on what it is. So, where you at? Keep reading, bro. Where you at?
10. And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door. And all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. And Moses said unto the Lord,
Go ahead.
See, thou sayest unto me, bring up this people. And thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name.
Go ahead.
And thou hast also found grace in my sight.
All right, so Moses talking to the Lord, like, man, look, all right, you told me to bring these people out, you know, and you haven't let me know, like, who thou wilt send with me. And, like, you know me by name. If we close like this, we good like this, and, you know, I'm going to ask something of you. Let me see your glory. You're going to ask me, what is your glory? Let me see that. You won't see it. Keep going. Read verse 13.
Yep. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, shew me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I might find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people.
Keep going.
And he said, my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. And he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence.
Go ahead.
For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight?
Go ahead.
Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth.
Go ahead.
And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken.
Go ahead.
For thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name.
Go ahead.
And he said, I beseech thee.
Look, here it is, right here. Go ahead.
He said, I beseech thee, shew me thy glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee. And I will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will shew mercy on whom I will shew mercy.
So now, start from verse 18 right here. It says, and he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory.
Right.
So now, you can start to get your answer right here. Well, what is the glory of the Lord? You see you see the cloudy pillar. We know that when the cloudy pillar comes and it descends on the tabernacle, Moses is there. That means the presence of God is there, right? Moses is face to face with God, but what is that? We know it's God, but God, God has attributes, meaning like Yahweh, like Jehovah, right? That's the name of God, right? But it's attribute. What is it? Yahweh saves, right? He's doing something with that. And God, everything that God do, you know what I'm saying? It's an action that comes along with it. You know what I mean? His whole presence. So now this is his glory. So now he's going to make it real plain for you. So he says, at verse 19, he said, I will make all my goodness. So you can even go and say that the glory of God is all his goodness too, right? The path before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. Right? So let's go down and skip right to it. So now skip to verse chapter 34, and let's see what the Lord glory is. Pick it up at verse 5. We're gonna get right to it.
And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by the form before him and proclaimed.
All right, here it is. Here's the glory of the Lord, brothers and sisters. For your answer. Go ahead.
The Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the third and to the fourth generation. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshiped. And he said, If now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us forth thine inheritance. And he said, Behold, I make a covenant. Before all thy people I will do marvels.
Okay, stop. You know what I missed at the last in 33 where he put his hand. He put his hand
That's
over.
why
Put him in the
I thought you was
lock.
lost words.
Yeah, no, that's straight. You know what I mean? But yeah, before all this happened, you know, the Lord in chapter 33, at verse heck, I don't even know why. I don't even know why we even stop that. I'm bugging. Go ahead, bro. Yeah, you go ahead.
We start at 20 when we start from 20.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, brother. Go back to 33.
33 and 20, y'all. 33 and 20.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Thou cannot see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And the Lord said, Behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passes by, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock, and will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away mine hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen.
So every time I read this right here, you know, and the Lord even said, like, I talked with Moses face to face, right? Right? So did the Lord really, like, when he talked with him face to face, was he really like, I'm like before Stan, like me and Stan sitting here looking? Is that more so like to his presence, would you say, Jay?
You can read it, but it said, when he said he talked to him face to face, that he talked to him like man to man. You never look at him.
Never looked at him, like, you know, like you couldn't, it was like a shroud on, yeah.
Like, look at that Exodus, right? When he go look at it.
When he's on the mountain with
Yeah,
him.
when they all look at Exodus 24.
Yep.
But even then, it tell you, at verse like 8, he was like, and Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord God made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses, Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and they saw the God of Israel. So like it just tell you they saw him right there, right?
Right.
But then it was like, but there was under his feet as it were a paved work of sapphire, as it were clear, as it were the body of heaven in his clearness. And upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand also. They saw God and did eat and drink. And the Lord said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mountain. So now he coming up a little further. And be there, and I will give thee the tables of stone and the law and commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up into the mountain of God. And he said unto the elders, Tarry here for us, till we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. And if any man have any matter to do, let him come unto them. And Moses went into the mountain. A cloud covered the mountain. And the glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai. The cloud covered it 6 days. And the seventh day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. So you still see, he called like he
he ain't even close. Like, yeah.
And the sight of the glory, of the Lord was like devouring fire on the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. So from down looking up the mountain, they just see fire. And Moses went into the midst of the cloud and gat him up into the mountain. And Moses was in the mountain 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah, that's deep. That's tough right there.
But this is the same. He gonna ask him to see him in that though. It's just from chapter 11, but it's the same episode though. It's not like a different event.
Yeah.
So nah, he ain't never look at it face to face like how we look at each other here.
Absolutely. Even though it reads like that, you know what I mean. One might get confused and think, well, they said
Nah, that's just like
face
somebody,
to face. But no.
if you had a job, and, you had to hire up people, you be like, I'll talk to the big guy face to face. Not literally in his face, I was on the phone with him, or we know each other, or whatever the case is, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, that's good with that?
But yeah.
Is this one of the scriptures you was reading to, Exodus 24? Yeah, okay.
Because the sight will blind you, right? So, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, good.
Right.
Well, do more than that, he said, a man can't see God and
They
live.
live, you know what I mean?
That's what
Like,
he said.
a mortal man, I guess he can't look on his glory like that.
Yeah. Well,
You
we've
know,
seen Jesus come down to Paul, blinded him with some of his glory. It wasn't full glory, but it was there.
So the glory of the Lord is the Lord living in you and you living in him. Like his presence, like knowing him, that's the glory of the Lord. Like that's his glory. Like that's his goodness. Right? Is that the answer?
No, right
I'm
here.
trying to-
Right. What we're talking about right here is exactly what
Right, that's-
it says. You know, like when he went to proclaim, he said, "Show me your glory." Moses said, "Show me your glory. I beseech you." All right. Well, listen. I'm a like the book say. Let's go back to it and read it. He says at chapter 33, right, and verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight," this is Moses asking the Lord, all right, "show me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider this nation is thy people." And he said, "My presence shall go with thee," this is the Lord speaking, "my presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest." Verse 15, and he said unto him, if thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence.
Let me read it for you, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face
How
of
they
the earth.
going to be separated? What's making them different? Because the Lord himself is going with them. All right, he's in the midst of them. He's going with them. All right, but he's always covered. You dig what I'm saying? So now, it's like, okay, well, let me see. You know what I mean? I've seen you done brought us this far. I done seen the mountain. I'm coming up close to you, and the rest of the brothers aren't. Show me your glory. You know what I mean? Let me see who I'm talking with. You know what I mean? I'm seeing everything happening. Let me see you. That's what you're asking. So now the Lord gonna be like, he's gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna do what you want, what you requested of me, but you can't see me in my glory. No man can see me and live. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna hide you in this cleft and proclaim my name and what comes with my name. That's really why Israel couldn't use the Lord's name, because he was doing contrary to what the Lord was doing. We out here lying. We out here stealing. You ain't gonna have my name on you when my name is all goodness and you doing evil. You get it? So all right. So now he says at verse 17.
Yeah.
Read it.
And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. And he said, I beseech thee, shew me thy glory.
Now that's Moses talking there. Now I beseech you, Lord. I'm asking, please show me your glory. Go ahead.
And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will shew mercy on whom I will shew mercy.
Go ahead.
And he said, thou cannot see my face.
That's the Lord talking.
Yep.
So I'm gonna do this for you, but you can't see my face. You can't see me in my full potential because you're mortal man. You have to die. You have to be dead in order to see me. All right. Go ahead.
For there shall no man see me and live. And the Lord said, behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass while my glory passeth by.
So while my glory passes by, I'm passing by. And then when it's happening, it's proclaiming. So the Lord God Almighty, you know what I mean? Like This is proclaiming, and this is glory. It's all passing. This is all him. This is him. This is what his glory is. We see, when you see that cloud, understand that all these attributes are coming with him. So all this is talking with Moses. You understand? Without it being all proclaimed every time you see the cloud, it's not going to be proclaimed, the Lord God gracious. It's not going to be all that. But all right, I'm going to show you what my glory is, but you can't see me. You can't see me in all this. But this is what I am. This is what I entail. This is all my being. You get it? You understand?
So let me ask something. So,
Good.
So what are we saying the glory of God is?
Go ahead, bro. Everything that you just say right here, go ahead. Go ahead, bro.
No, you can finish, but I wanted to add something eventually.
Well, everything that it says right where?
Oh, where is it at? Verse 5, 34 and 5. What did it say?
And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord.
This right here, all this. Go ahead.
And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed the Lord, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgressions and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the third and to the fourth generation.
This, all right, good.
Okay, so what are you saying the glory of the Lord is again? 'Cause I didn't hear it.
The cloud, all that, just him, period. The cloud that comes and descends on him, what's his
So
name?
when we say what is sin, we pretty much got a textbook definition. But when we say what is glory, you say it's clouds and you give them like how that work? You follow what I'm saying? That's not good. It's not good.
So when I say this right here, all right, here it is.
I'm looking at the definition. That's why I'm asking that.
I read the definition earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you about to say?
So I walked in late, and Hezekiah said what the question was, so I had to repeat it. But my first thought would have brought me to like Psalms 19,
That's what I had here.
because like
So-
my
I
answer to him,
Psalms, look, that's what I don't even know the question, but I
Psalm 19, you said?
my answer to him
19:1.
was just look outside. Like
Yeah.
well, everything is the glory of the Lord. Like even when the sinner
That's-
repents, like is that not the glory of the Lord? Because that's what he wants.
But does the book say the glory of the Lord?
Well,
That's what it's
in
Psalm
Psalm
19 and 1.
yeah.
It says the heavens declare the glory.
Which then it continues to say, like, basically, you're supposed to be righteous. His law is righteous and things along those
Oh,
lines.
Would you want me to read it?
It's up to you, y'all.
Yeah, I can go there too, you know what I mean?
I just
Because it just made it plain. It's just a verse you could say everything, right? Like you said, you could say everything, but according to this right here, Moses just asked him, show me thy glory.
So then, that Psalms 19, what is the glory of God there then?
That's why I
It
said,
said the works.
That ain't, wait a minute, that ain't the text, just because if he say show me thy glory,
yeah.
let's not limit the glory of God to what God showed Moses.
Yeah, that's exactly why I said the pillar. This here also, you know what I mean? Because it says the
You know
glory.
what the glory of God is?
What's that?
The power of God. It's a manifestation of the power of God. It's you being able to see the power of God.
Absolutely.
That's it. So whether it's what you see, or whether it's looking outside, or you know what I'm saying, regardless of it, so it's like you're talking about God, you can't narrow his glory. You know what I'm saying? It don't pin down to one thing. You know what I mean? It's his power. That's the best way to look at it. It's his power.
Yeah.
It's his power that has been shown. You know what I'm saying? Whatever capacity that it is. But I would suggest you probably look at Psalms most, because it mentions so much there. At the end of the day, it ain't gonna really be no clearer than that.
Yeah, I can't.
But when you go to Exodus and say, "Show me my glory," that's like saying, "Show me your power." You dig what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, I definitely get it.
so if we show the power, it's not like that. We limited the power now. Like, oh, there was power. You know what I'm saying? So it's limited to that. Like, nah. So that's why that Psalm 19 worked well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could we add that to what
Yeah.
he had, and then it keep going. So read not Psalm 19 and 1.
I got you. Let me get it. The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day after day.
And then hold on. And, you know, we can go back and read when all this was taking place at the first page in Genesis. It's a lot of glory and power going on there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, that's it.
Okay.
Are we good with that? We good with that?
Straight.
brother?
I guess that's a hard question, actually. It's a broad question, but yeah.
You can see it.
Well, I mean,
You can see it everywhere, though.
No, you got to say, I didn't even know what the question was. I was just listening to.
What's the
I know
glory of God?
that narrows the glory down to excellence. That's what I do know. The best answer is that Psalm 19.
That's, all right, so
So how y'all start this off? Y'all two, Irish men, how y'all start this off?
opened
That's just
up.
opened up like normal, just went rock and roll?
Nah,
opened
we
up,
asked the people.
asked the question, and then see who wanted to answer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I feel you. And then, so how you get it? How'd you get it? You just took up the next question?
Nah, it's the same question.
Oh,
It's the same question. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So I said, who want to take a stab at it? Who got something? You know what I mean?
Oh, I got
And they gave the what's
All right,
name?
so we got any more questions?
Nah, we ain't even get on it yet.
We ain't got nothing online. No, she got a question. Yeah,
It's on you, sister.
it's on
No, I have that one.
When it speaks about the husband and wife, husband putting the wife out, putting her out, when it speaks about that, what is it, like, how does the Lord feel if the wife puts herself out?
Wait a minute, rewind,
Yeah,
stop.
what? Yeah.
Put the wife out? You mean divorce?
Yeah, because putting her away. Oh, putting her away.
And
No,
divorce
that's
is the
not
same
fine.
thing.
It's the same.
It's the same thing. I don't understand.
Divorce is putting.
It's putting
her
away. Yes.
Yes.
Or kicking her out the house.
Divorce is divorce. I mean, if I tell Raquel to go out the house, that's not a divorce.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's just me telling her to get out. But if I divorce her, that means I'm divorcing her. And putting her away and divorcing is the same thing.
Mhm.
Okay. So it speaks about the husband putting her away, putting her out. But it doesn't define like if, because when he puts her out, the Lord, in the Bible when he say putting her out, they mean divorce.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about
Yeah.
when the Bible says putting her out. Where does
Where'd
the
you
Bible?
read it?
Hold on, Stan.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, y'all. Where are you reading that it says put her out?
Putting her away.
Okay, now putting her away. Where are you reading putting her away in the Bible that has you questioning what it is?
I'm questioning, it speaks about the man putting her away.
Right? Right.
But the definition being put away is saying that's a divorce.
That's well, we can just go read it.
Or putting her out of the house.
No. We can just go read. Let's go to Matthew 5. Let's just go there. Let's start there. Divorce, there's no other. Somebody done lied and said they two different things.
Yeah.
They're not. Divorce and putting away are the same thing. When you divorce somebody, you have to put them away. Anybody tells you anything else is a lie. Now, with that being said, though, a woman is not permitted to divorce in the scripture.
Right.
Period. So when we read this Matthew, and we can read 1 Corinthians, and we can read Romans 7. Once you read all of that, there's your answer. That's it. So we can just pretty much read them few things. But we'll start with the Matthew 7. What's your question, Tyler?
In that Matthew 1 and 19 then, when Joseph put her away privately,
Yes.
what would that be then?
He was going to divorce her. You
Yeah.
you would not be my wife. As it would be the same, but he didn't want nobody to know.
Right.
He was doing it private.
Right.
Like they're obligated to each other. They're married.
Yeah.
You see, they're married. That's what they are. They just haven't consummated marriage. But she just slept with somebody else. I got put away prior. Divorce her. Same thing. It's divorce. It's putting away is what it is. Divorce is just the term that comes as with the formality of the piece of paper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's putting them away. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want you no more, put you away. That's divorcing. Like you're going to divorce if you do that. You're not gonna just say, oh yeah, like meaning divorce is for the piece of paper. Say. But that's okay. You're gonna read it though. Start reading that Matthew 5.
Yes, sir. You have heard 5 and 27. Matthew 5 and 27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever look upon a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with him already in his heart.
I'm Nah, keep going.
I'm sorry. We'll read into it. If thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out and cast it.
Nah, start at verse 31.
31, yeah. It hath been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, let him give her a writing of divorce.
You get it? Like whoever put away his wife, I don't get that, bro. Write him a decree. The divorcement is a decree. You know what I'm saying? Like the divorcement is not an act. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, like if I say, well, let's go get a divorce, that means we must be married. So the act is putting away the marriage. You follow what I'm saying? That's what divorce. So it's saying, it has been said, whosoever shall put away his wife, then give her the divorcement payment.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it's really saying. Now, on the flip side, what is that, Matthew 19? When it says about a woman divorcing?
Mhm.
And that's what your
19.
question is, right?
No, it's more about separation. I'm thinking being put out was a separation, not divorce.
Nah, but we're going to end up touching that. But it's either you married or you're not. So even if me and Raquel, if we separate, like I said, Raquel, go back home to your dad. We still married. We're not divorced. She's not put away. She's at home with her dad. Now, if I say, Raquel, get out my house, don't come back, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do whatever the heck you want to do. Now, guess what? She's still probably my wife, though. Like when I say that, because when you don't take that away. But I just put her out, though. And until I give her a bill of divorcement, we're not divorced. So it's not like I just put her away either, though. You know what I'm saying? I just put her out my house, like I said, go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, to put somebody away is an action based off of what? Based off of marriage. Not based off the relationship. Based off the marriage. Meaning, when I say not based off the relationship, it's not, oh yeah, I put my girlfriend away when we broke up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't put girlfriends and boyfriends away. It's husband and wife. And that putting away action is divorce. Okay, now, what else? Where
19.
Matthew 19. And you'll start reading verse 7.
They say unto him, why did Moses then give a commandment? They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away?
Yeah. So look how the conversation going. Why did Moses say to give her a writing of divorcement? Like, he didn't just say a divorce. Like, that's what we use today, because we go to court and get a divorce. It is a writing of divorcement. It's a writing, you know what divorcement means? Separation. It's a writing of separation. It's a writing to show you men that I put my wife away. That's what the writing of divorcement is. You follow what I'm getting at? That I am annulling or breaking our marriage. I'm doing that. Here's the paper to show it. It's a writing of divorcement. Okay? And then keep reading.
He said unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart, suffered you to put away your wives.
Now look though. It said in verse 7, they said to him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? Like, that's what we're talking about, putting them away and stuff. Then he said, Moses, so divorce and putting away, it's all on the same page. He said unto Moses, because the hardness of your heart suffered you to put away your wife. Like that's divorce. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about, there is nothing else to talk about. Putting away your wife is divorcing her. Go ahead, keep reading.
But from the beginning, it was not so.
Right, but he was like, you were never supposed to put your wife away.
That's right.
Keep going.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put his wife away.
Now look, put away or divorce her. It don't matter. But again, the putting her away is what we're doing. The divorcement is the decree. You see, it's like we don't do divorce. You dig what I'm saying? It's a decree of divorce. We put them away. Does that make sense? Right, you're putting them away. Well, how do I know that I just put them away? Here go my decree of divorce. It's just like your marriage certificate. Here go my divorce papers. You know what I'm saying? It's showing, we can't call it marriage papers. We can't tear up the marriage papers. That ain't gonna work either. So we need some kind of decree. What do they call it? A writing of divorce. So that's what putting away is, divorce. But keep reading that.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
So if you put away your wife, or divorce, same thing, and go marry another, then read that again.
All right. And marry another committeth adultery.
No, read the whole verse.
And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery.
Right, so he made it to where it wouldn't just be about intercourse. You know, if you walked in on your husband or wife, they doing something they ain't got no business doing, we all know what that could be. Then that's grounds for this writing of divorcement. Go ahead.
And whosoever marrieth her which is put away.
Now, he said whoever married her that's put away right here, right?
Yes, sir.
But somewhere else it said married her, it say that is divorce, right?
Divorce, right.
So it's the same thing. Like
Interchangeable.
when it says, going back to, right, it said in Matthew 5, but I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, save for the cause of fornication, cause her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her, that is divorce. Like divorce and putting away, it's all, again, really what it is putting away. I'm putting away my wife. Well, how did you do that? I divorced her. Like, we making it seem like divorce is something. Like, when I say it's something, again, it's me putting them away. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta prove it to y'all that I put her away. Otherwise, like she keeps saying, I'm his wife. And I'm like, no, that ain't my wife no more. So I need something to prove that I put her away. Here's the writing of divorcement. Now, let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Can you ask something?
Yeah,
You said? Uh-huh.
So what if someone in their mind was wicked, right?
Yes.
And they were like, I'm gonna put you away, but I'm not gonna write you a bill of divorcement.
Huh?
So that's what
You don't have to write a bill of divorcement to put somebody away. No, you don't have to write a bill of divorcement to put somebody away.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Meaning this.
Okay.
Meaning, so you wicked. We ain't never really got no marriage certificate to start with. You wicked. You know what I'm saying? No, forget you wicked. You done slept with Nashan. I ain't got to give you no writing a divorcement at all. Get out. That's all I can tell you. That's all I got to tell you. I don't never want to be with you again. Like, whatever you do is what you do. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are we making it seem like this is the commandment? So if a woman commit adultery or fornication, write her a bill of divorcement. It's not. You see what I'm like? That's not a commandment. You don't have to do that. You can stay with your wife. I've known brothers who said, man, but I love her. I don't want to leave her after she cheated on New Year. But the long story short, though, is the putting away is the separating part, period. The divorce is what we call it. It's the term that's used for the paper. It's the term that's used for what you are now. You're not married anymore. Then what are you? Well, we got a divorce. That's what it's called. So it's not like, it's almost like divorce is a term used for when you put your wife away. That's all it really is. You know what I'm saying? But it's not just, you don't just divorce, you don't have to just divorce people. You know what I'm saying? You divorce a job. It just means we are no longer together anymore. Legally, binding. But let's look at this 1 Corinthians 7.
Like some people divorce the streets.
Right, some people do divorce the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are all terms, although you might not be like, man, these, I don't hear people saying that a lot, but they do. Because we making it seem like we making divorce to be more than what it is. Divorce is separating. That's what it is. It's to separate two parties. That's what the divorce is. You know what I'm saying? Divorce breaks contracts. You dig what I'm saying? Well, what is a marriage? A marriage is when two people have made a binding agreement to be one. So the divorce is the breaking of the marriage contract in that case. The putting them away is what you did to say, here go the divorce. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, right?
Yes, sir.
It started at verse 1.
Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me, it is good for a man not to touch a woman. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
Yeah.
Let the husband render unto the wife due benevolence, and likewise also the wife unto the husband. The wife have not power of her own body, but the husband. And likewise also the husband have not power of his own, Also the husband have not power of his own body, but the wife.
Let's go to verse 10.
Yes, sir. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord, let not the wife depart from her husband. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
So that means that she can go, put him out, like in some world of delusion. They like, oh, that's putting them away. But notice what it just said. No writing of divorcement, no nothing like that. It says, and unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. So this is from the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband. But if she depart, let her remain unmarried. Why? Because she's still that man's wife. Period, point blank.
Right.
Then it says, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
Right.
So even if she leaves, it's saying, don't put her away.
Right.
Put her away how? By giving her her bill of divorcement.
Right.
That was my question. That was my question. So like your example, if you told Sister Raquel to go to her dad's house, that's you doing it. You have the right to do
Yes.
it. Could Sister Raquel say, I'm going to my dad's house? No, because this is what this is saying.
She said, she could say, I'm going to my dad's house. I'm like, okay, that's what I just told you to do.
No,
Now-
you're not telling her to do it.
Oh,
She's saying it to you, like I'm doing it.
oh, like she's separated from me.
Yeah, she's separated from you.
It won't mean nothing though. It would just mean she being hard-headed if I'm telling her don't and she doing it, or stiff-necked or whatever. It doesn't mean that she's divorced me.
Right,
You see what I'm saying? Or put me away.
right, she's right.
Right. Now, the only way that me and her can actually have a divorce, meaning be not married anymore, is we gotta go and literally sign some paperwork because we are legally married. So if I say get out my house, I don't want to be with you no more, that's not me putting her away. That's me putting her out my house. You see what I'm saying? Like, when she's not put away until I have divorced her. There is no other way around that. But we're going to look at some more. Keep going.
Verse
Pick
12.
it up,
He
verse
started
12.
11 again.
It's 11, all right. But, and if she depart, let her remain unmarried, or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife.
Now let's get down to verse 15.
But if the unbelieving depart, let him depart. A brother or a sister is not under bondage in such cases.
Yeah, so like, you know, and it's kind of like, we got a couple of cases here, like we had a sister, I don't even know. First of all, when you lie down with somebody, that don't make you married.
That's right.
Right.
So, you know, this is gonna lie down with the brother. But really, shoot, this boy about dumb as a doorknob. I don't know what the heck they had going on when they had it going on. You know what I'm saying? And even still, we've been very patient with it, meaning that dude probably out the door, like just gone crazy. Which we seeing that really technically she wouldn't be under bondage in those set of circumstances to this marriage, which I don't even know if they got married. I'm just being absolutely honest. After we look at everything that happened, that both of us around here know what happened. That's why I'm saying. I'm just like, I don't know what the heck that was. But go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so in 11, back up in verse 11, when it says, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried. How is she unmarried if she still got a husband?
If she depart, we saying let her remain unmarried.
Yeah.
Meaning she don't even go lay down with
Go
nobody
with
else.
nobody else, bro.
Right.
See, here's the other part. Y'all don't know what marriage is. Y'all think marriage is a contractual agreement. An agreement that just binds two people. Like, for example, baseball, a team that it doesn't have to be a husband and wife per term. That's why now in order to be husband and wife, you feel what I'm saying? Now you get married. You know what I'm saying? Like you have a marriage. But when he's saying, but if she depart, let her remain unmarried. So it's saying like if Raquel want to leave me, she can go, but she can't go be with nobody else. Then it says, or be reconciled to her husband. So she can go, and she can be by herself. Cause that's what's funny. That's why Elijah said that all the time. Well, he like, you can't remarry, but you can go. Because she can. You know what I'm saying? Like, meaning she can leave if she wants to, but she can't be married. That's what the book is talking about. Then, or she can be reconciled to her husband. And then it's telling me, let not the husband put away the wife. Because technically, I'm the only one that can divorce her. Technically. But now, anybody can divorce now. But technically, back then, it was only me that could divorce. So for her, it's telling her, you need to remain unmarried, as in, you don't need to be shacking up with nobody else. Because any time you lie down with somebody, that's a marriage. Doesn't make y'all husband and wife, though. But that's a marriage. So, and that's what people not comprehending, because they looking at marriage as we don't walk down the aisle, but no, a marriage is just the combination of two things. That's all it is. When you look it up by definition, that's what it is. First of all, it's going to tell you husband and wife, but it's going to tell you a marriage is just it's a mathematical term. When you put things together, that's a marriage. So the woman being married, she can leave. Like Sister Q, she can leave. But y'all married, you can't be married to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like you can stay gone as long as you want. Or you can bring your butt back here, like you said, or reconcile to her husband. So I don't know if that helped answer your question. All right, let's see. But is any man thou be a servant, not to certain virgins? Okay, so let's look at Romans 7.
Yep.
Romans 7. And then that's it on that. I mean, when I say that's it on that, I mean, we can go all the way there if we got to go there, but we shouldn't have to. It's not that detrimental. Because really, at the end of the day, what is we saying? Like, we saying we trying to, like for me, I'm saying I'm putting Raquel away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying? Like, am I divorcing her? Because if I put her away, here's the thing. If I say I put Raquel away, then she need a right of divorce. You see that? You see how that works? Or if I say, well, I divorced Raquel, okay, well, then there should be some papers. Like, that's what you did. So the putting away, that's why in the Old Testament the Lord said He hates putting away. The putting away is the separation of two people. The divorce is the say so. It's that you said you done did it. That's the term we use to prove that two people are separated now.
So, and Isaiah 50:1.
Mm-hmm. Talking about us, Israel. Where is your decree of divorcement, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I put away.
Yeah. That's exactly right. That's what the Lord is saying about Israel. Because like He said, I put you away and I gave you a decree of divorcement.
No, because He said He didn't put them away. He said y'all divorced yourself, right?
No. He's saying He divorced them. Regardless, well, no, He probably did say that. It doesn't really matter, though. When I say it doesn't really matter, what we do know is He's lining them up together. Let's go far. It's Isaiah 58.
Yeah, 50.
Yeah, where it says, verse 1, Isaiah 51. Thus saith the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement, whom I have put away? So it's like, I put her away. That's the perfect example. So where's the bill of the divorcement? You know what I'm saying? Like, otherwise, how do I prove you didn't? Because, like, just think about that. Watch this now. Me and Raquel, right? So I'm like, I put Raquel away. So Raquel, no, I take that back. I don't put Raquel away. She run up on you and like, well, she tell you I put her away. Like, she need a bill of divorcement to prove this. Otherwise, when I run up on you and I be like, bruh, did you see the bill of divorcement? Did you see my, and you like, well, no, but she said you put her away. You didn't see no bill of divorcement?
See, that's like, I did think they were two different.
Now I'm
Like,
going
I
to
thought
try
you
to
could be,
head, Slim.
I thought you could be spiteful, right? And be like, I'm not gonna write you the bill of divorcement, knowing that you can't go get remarried. Like, I'm
You
just
bought, bought that lie.
No, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
You bought that lie. Yeah, you bought that lie. Yes.
I guess so.
Yes. Right. I mean, because I'm not gonna play games with nobody in the room.
Yeah.
That's what Art teach. He's lying. It's been said over and over.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I'm not gonna play the game.
Yeah.
I said it to him
Yeah.
way before he made the move. Matter of fact, he said it before he moved to Gary to start with. I don't believe what you said. That's not true.
Yeah.
You stand on that. So what I'm saying is, let's not play this game one with another. I'm not gonna play it with you.
Yeah.
So you bought that lie.
Yeah.
So let's try to
That's
get
what I'm
some
trying- yeah,
understanding.
that's what I'm just trying
Right.
to-
Okay. I'm just saying. I don't play games.
No.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Nah. So what are you trying to understand now?
Nothing now.
Okay, so you got it now?
I was just under the impression that literally, like, I could sit here and say, like, say we get, you just not doing anything I'm telling you.
Right.
Man, forget about you. You didn't want to listen. I'm separated, and now you can't go get divorced.
Guess what though?
I mean, go get remarried.
But that's the point. I have the right to actually do that.
And that's that's what
But
I'm
here's
saying.
the point. I have the right to tell Raquel, since you don't want to do nothing I said, you can stay in this house. You still married to me. You're mine for the rest of your life. Meanwhile, I'm finna, because you can't get it together.
So wouldn't that be putting away then?
No. She's still my wife, bro. It's just like, did David put away his wives? Nope. It was still his wife. Could nobody sleep with her. Nobody. They all belong to him. He just wasn't going to because his
He's
son.
gonna go inside there with him, so don't get it twisted.
Didn't he put away though Saul's daughter?
No, he went and got her
No.
back.
Okay.
No.
And had the boy follow him crying.
Right.
I'm saying, putting away is when a man say, this ain't mine no more. How are we gonna prove that? I need a bill of divorce. That's all it is. You dig what I'm saying? It's not, like, he's just wrong on that. I done told him that. Brothers done told him that.
straight laced.
It's been taught from the roster that he's wrong on that.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? That's just that. I mean, it's okay to be wrong on something, but once again, putting away is when a man say, I don't want her no more. How do we prove it? With a bill of divorce. That's it. Now, when you go and do your homework on the terminologies,
Yeah.
like what is divorce? What is marriage? Husband and wife. I don't mean biblical. I mean, go look these words up, and I don't mean in the BS dictionary. I mean the real boy dictionary. And you're going to get it even more clear, because that's what I had to do. And I did it not because of a Bible.
Yeah.
I did it because somebody called me and was telling me, you saying when people lie down together, that make them, no. You saying that don't make them married. And he was like, you do. And he argued, he was like, do you even know what marriage is? And once we did that, I said, my bad, it don't make them husband and wife.
Yeah, that's down. Now we're being
Right,
clear.
it
Now
doesn't
we're
make them
making it
husband
clear.
and wife. Because when two
Right.
people lie down together, that is a marriage.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? That's exactly what that is. It don't necessarily mean it's righteous, but it is a marriage. Whenever you put any two things together, when you put Kyrie Irving and KD on the Brooklyn Nets, that's a marriage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But that don't make them husband and wife.
Right.
And so that's when I started to understand. So I started looking in the Bible like, so is the Bible acting like that? And if you paying any attention, notice when it says, I give an example. Let's go to Exodus real quick. Watch this. I'm going to show you more Exodus 21. Watch how I talk. Oh, I stayed up one night getting my head kicked by some old Hebrew. Just because I wouldn't bow down to the fact that he was right. You know, you dig what I'm saying? Because I'm sitting here saying, no, when you got to have a whole ceremony. Right? He's like, right, you got to have a marriage, huh? That's what y'all call it, huh? Well, I'm going to show you.
Where you at?
Exodus 22, right? And watch what it says in verse 16. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he should surely marry her. No, it says he should endow her to be his wife. You're going to learn as you go through the Bible, that's the word it's going to use.
Wife, not marriage.
It's not, see, marriage is an action. Wife is what you are now. You see what I'm saying? So, like, we can say, oh, well, me and Raquel can say we're married. You dig what I'm saying? But a lot of people can be married. That don't make them husband and wife.
Because he has other.
Husband and wife is just that. Husband and wife means you're mine. We go all the way back to Genesis chapter 1.
Genesis chapter 1, right.
Marriage can be all kinds of stuff.
Genesis chapter, yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? Like, we don't use it a lot. But I'm saying any union is, that's what a marriage is, a union. And divorce is the breaking of the union. In any case.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying? That's where the terminologies come from.
Okay.
So you in a marriage, which is the job you work at.
Exactly. And when you quit, then, or they give you, you know, that's your business. But yes, you are in a marriage, even though it sounds weird, because it's like, I'm not married to my job, but yes, you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But again, though, husband and wife, something totally different. You dig what I'm saying? But, and you'll see, when you go through the Bible, you're going to see that, because I'm telling you, it's been since I've been here. I sat on the phone with this brother and I was pissed. But I learned so much. I can tell you where it's from Mobile, Alabama. I learned so much because he made me understand the difference in marriage and husband and wife. Because he kept telling me, because I kept saying, it don't make you married. He kept saying, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what the word marriage means. And so let me tell you how cold he did it. He literally, while I was reading one time, started reading definition of marriage. And I had to finally be like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. All right, well, we ain't gonna say it like that. We just say husband and wife. And he was like, that's all I wanted you to say. That's y'all problem. He's talking about Israel, the God, Israel, Church of Jesus are. He was like, that's y'all problem. Y'all ain't recognizing the terms that's sitting right in front of your face.
Definitions.
Right, well, we're not recognizing, which, like I say, most of y'all don't know what marriage is, and you think a marriage is husband and wife, and it's not.